In this exciting Sharjah Masters 2025 group around 1 clash, Sargsyan and Raja Rithvik are enter the Queen's Gambit declined Ragozin defense. On d4. Knight f6. On c4. On e6. Knight f3. On d5. Knight c3 transposed into Queen's Gambit declined Ragozin defense. Bishop b4. Bishop g5. On h6. Threatening pawn takes g5. Bishop takes f6 played by Sargsyan. Queen takes f6. Queen a4 check. Knight c6. On e3. King castled kingside. Bishop e2. Pawn takes c4. King castled kingside. Bishop d6. Queen takes c4. Bishop d7. Knight e4. Threatening knight takes f6 check. Queen e7 played by Raja Rithvik R. Rook ac1. Rook ac8. Knight c5. Threatening knight takes b7. Bishop takes c5 played by Raja Rithvik R. Queen takes c5, it is novelty move. Queen takes c5. Rook takes c5. Knight e7. Knight e5. Threatening knight takes d7. Rook fd8 played by Raja Rithvik R. Rook fc1. Threatening rook takes c7. Pawn c6 played by Raja Rithvik R. Rook a5. Threatening rook takes a7. Pawn a6 played by Raja Rithvik R. Rook a3. Rook c7. Pawn h4. Pawn g5. Pawn takes g5. Pawn takes g5. Bishop h5. Pawn f6. Bishop f7 check. King g7. Threatening pawn takes e5. Knight takes d7 played by Sargsyan. King takes f7. Knight c5. Knight f5. Rook b3. Threatening knight takes b7. Knight d6 played by Raja Rithvik R. On a4. On g4. On e4. On f5. Raja Rithvik R is preparing to play. Knight takes e4. Knight takes e4. Pawn takes e4 and establish a winning position. Pawn f3 played by Sargsyan. Sargsyan is planning to play. Pawn e5. Knight c8. Pawn takes g4. Rook takes d4. Pawn takes f5. Pawn takes f5. Knight takes b7 and gain a significant edge. Pawn takes f3 played by Raja Rithvik R. Pawn takes f3. Pawn takes e4. Pawn takes e4. Rook g8 check. King f2. King e8. Pawn e5. Rook f7 check. Rook f3. Rook takes f3 check. King takes f3. Knight f5. Knight takes b7. Knight takes d4 check. King e3. Threatening king takes d4. Rook g4 played by Raja Rithvik R. Knight d6 check. King d7. Knight e4. Knight f5 check. King f3. Threatening king takes g4. Rook h4 played by Raja Rithvik R. Knight c5 check. King e7. On a5. Knight d4 check. King e3. Knight f5 check. King d3. Rook d4 check. King c3. Threatening knight takes a6. Rook d5 played by Raja Rithvik R. Threatening rook takes c5 check. On b4 played by Sargsyan. Sargsyan's idea is to play rook e1, knight d4, knight takes a6 and increase their advantage significantly. Knight d4 played by Raja Rithvik R. Raja Rithvik R is preparing to play rook takes c5 check. King b2. Rook takes c1. King takes c1. Knight f3 and increase their advantage significantly. Rook e1 played by Sargsyan. Knight b5 check. King c4. Rook d4 check. King b3. Rook h4. Knight takes a6. Rook h3 check. King b2. Rook h2 check. King c1. Rook h4. Rook g1. King f7. King d2. Sargsyan is planning to play rook c1. Rook d4 check. King e3. King g6. Rook takes c6 and put immense pressure on the opponent. On c5 played by Raja Rithvik R. Rook f1 check. King e7. On takes c5. Rook a4. Knight b8 stop here and find the strongest move for Raja Rithvik R. King d8 is the right idea because Rook f7. King c8. Knight c6. Knight c7. Rook f8 check. King b7 still Raja Rithvik R is losing. Let's go to the main line. Knight b8. Knight a7 slightly worse move played by Raja Rithvik R. On a6. Rook b4. Rook h1 time to think find the best continuation for Raja Rithvik R. Rook f4 is a strong choice since Rook b1. King d8. Rook b7. King c8. Rook takes a7. King takes b8 still Raja Rithvik R is losing. Let's analyze the main variation. Rook h1. Sargsyan wants to play Rook h7 check. King d8. Rook takes a7 and increase their advantage significantly. Rook takes b8 slightly worse move played by Raja Rithvik R. Rook h7 check. King d8. Rook takes a7. Pause the video and find the best move for Raja Rithvik R. Rook b2 check is best move here because King c3. Rook e2. Rook g7. Rook takes e5. On a7. Rook takes c5 check still Raja Rithvik R is losing. Let's analyze the main variation. Rook takes a7. Rook b5 is not the best move played by Raja Rithvik R. Rook b7 Sargsyan secured the win in style.